So in the first half of this video, which we made the other day, we went through all the steps of making acorn flour from acorns. So today Heather and I are going to make something out of the acorn flour, and I felt like making some Newtons, but I don't have any figs. What I do have is this mush here, and I made this out of various things that I've been gathering around the county. There are some autumn olives in there, there are some barberries, there are some wild apples and nuts and raisins, and that's about it really. But and some sugar of course to sweeten it, because those things are rather tart. So we start out with, this is regular flour and some spelt flour mixed in with it, because acorn flour doesn't have much binder in it, so we need a little bit of gluten from the regular flour to help bind it while we make these pastries. Sometimes that's first that 1 cup of regular flour or regular flour mixed with spelt flour. Next we're going to add ½ cup of regular sugar. And next we're going to add butter and an egg white. So I will take the egg white and pour that in. Whoa! And then we have butter that's been sitting here at room temperature. Sometimes it requires very cold butter, sometimes room temperature, sometimes even melted butter, but in this case it's just at room temperature. So that's going to go right in, plop, there. So while Heather is mixing that together, I'm going to add in a teaspoonful of vanilla extract, just to put some flavour in it. There we go. Okay, good going. And the dough is completely blended together, as is the case here. We ended up having to use hands to get the thing really bound together. And now we have a nice big blob of dough, which we are now going to put into this plastic bag. There we go. Boom. And we're going to put it in the fridge for about an hour. The dough has been in the refrigerator for about an hour, and it is now nice and hard. So what I'm going to be doing next is to roll it out on this counter, and I need to roll it out into a rectangle about 12 inches by 16 inches. So that's my first job, is to flour up the counter so that it doesn't stick, and flour up the dough and flour up the rolling pin, and hopefully this will work. So cracking is a little bit of an issue with acorn flour, especially since there's not a lot of moisture in this. Trying to make sure that it's as rectangular as possible by cutting the little pieces off the ends and then sticking them in the holes. So I've rolled it out into a large rectangle, which I now have to cut into 4 separate pieces. It's not as wide as I would hope. Really it should be 4 inches, and these are about 3½, but they'll have to do. I'm going to turn the oven on at 350 degrees, and by the time I finish making my pastry this should have warmed up. Okay, that's started. Okay, here we go. A little bit down the middle, a little bit down the middle, There you go. All right. Come on, up you go. There you go. That was a bit better. And then we take this side here and we bring it over here, and lo and behold, oops, that one's got to go under a bit more. Alright, well, again, not a great result, but it'll be fine in the end. There we go. This one's better. This one, turn it over. Right in there. Last but not least. That one there. Oops, oh dear. That one there. Okay, so we finally have our tray filled with our goodies, and the next thing to do is to put it in the oven, which is now preheated to 350 degrees. As for how long we put it in the oven, I don't know. I'm gonna try it for about 15 minutes and see what they look like, and if not, I'll just keep on adding on the time until they look right. Okay, so I'm gonna put right there and set my timer for 15 minutes, see what we've got here. Well, they've been in there for 15 minutes now, so they should be ready. I'm going to take them out and have a look. Oh, I think that they're ready. Absolutely. Let's put them onto the counter here so we can admire our workmanship.